This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups.
And one major rule change this year, the addition of the reset timeout.
It's something that's been around in the G League for a while, and it's worked really well there. So they brought it to the W.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it in the G League, and I know it'll be an awesome new wrinkle for the WNBA.
It'll be the Mercury off the tip.
Copper outside.
Sabali the screen.
Copper left side.
Shot clock at 5.
Outside Whitcomb.
Over Lloyd. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, with how well Whitcomb shoots it from 3, these mid-range, they're kind of like gimmies for him. They got to be like layups.
Here's Stokes. Back to Gray. Banked in off the glass.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Here's Uzan. Copper outside.
Up top, Whitcomb.
From the arc. Rebound by the Aces. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Now here is Lloyd. Shoots over Whitcomb. And yes, he's got the English that time as it falls.
Working over this defense, Lloyd can beat you from all 3 levels.
Outside Whitcomb. Thomas a screen.
Over Lloyd. Top of the key jumper, no good. To the paint, Wilson. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul.
Guys, for A'ja Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023, the first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
And here the Mercury. A 4-point game.
Copper right side.
Pass to Thomas. The 15-footer. Here's Sabali. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play. She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here.
1 shot.
Well, if you wanted to give someone an example of a new era big, Satou Sabali certainly fits the bill.
Well, she's 6'4", but she can really shoot it from deep, and what a great shot blocker she is as well. Sabali moves like a guard, a huge matchup problem.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Gray. And here's Wilson.
Offensive rebound.
And down it goes. 2 points.
With a solid frame and terrific body control, Gray is comfortable operating down low.
Now Thomas. The feeder. Stokes with the rebound. Now Gray. Outside Lloyd. Back to Young. Pass to Stokes. Gray with it.
Wilson sets a screen.
And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played.
Here's Uzan.
Gray defending, and it's going to be a 3-second call. The Aces leading. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Pass to Young. Wilson the screen. Again, Las Vegas.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
Now here's Thomas. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Sabally. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feed.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
To the middle. Here's Wilson. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. It goes on Alyssa Thomas.
Drawing fouls. It's an underrated skill for Wilson. She's great to shooting foul shots, but she can also get the other team into foul trouble.
The first one falls.
And in 2023, A'ja Wilson won her 2nd straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, but A'ja led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And as the WNBA continues to grow, the leadership we're seeing throughout the league has been great.
Both on the players and league sides. Some great people in charge, doing what's right for the future.
Absolutely, Brian. And the big thing, everybody's on the same page. They all want to advance the sport, advance the league, and continue to just be an elite product.
Now here's Gray. She's got 6. Pass to Young. Here's Stokes.
Guarded by Sabally.
Outside Lloyd. They set the pick for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Copper outside.
From past the arc. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. Young with it.
Now guarded by Copper.
Young's shot is off. The Mercury trail. Here's Whitcomb. That shot, no good. Jewel Lloyd with some nice D. Outside Young. Six on the shot clock.
Wilson sets a screen.
And Jackie Young, good for 3.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there, a big gap in the D.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Leah Copper from outside drills the 3-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Gray. She's got 6. Lloyd from long range. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
And Lloyd is a proficient three-point shooter, which is probably why she takes these in bunches.
Outside Whitcomb. Thomas a screen. Whitcomb misses.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Now here's Young. He has 5. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. And the ace is another 3.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Thomas right side. Good on the shot. Here's Young. Pass to Stokes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Uzan. Nice D from Chelsea Gray. Here's Young. Wilson in the post. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Launches it.
And Copper, good for 3.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Gray with it. She has 6. Down low. And Wilson gets it to go.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Now here's Whitcomb.
Not a lot of room.
Pass to Sabali.
Poked away. Young with the steal. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Thomas outside. Shot clock at 6.
Pass to Whitcomb. Uzan.
And again, Phoenix with the triple.
She is not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when she's got that much room, at least.
Now Wilson. Young with it.
And here's Stokes. Guarded by Sabali.
Back to Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi is the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
Unloads.
They get the rebound. Sabali. A kick out to Copper.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
And it's Lloyd missing.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Copper outside.
Fires for 3. Here's Thomas. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O board.
The ace is leading.
And here's Gray. She has 6. Pass to Wilson. And no good. Excellent D from Alyssa Thomas. To the inside. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots, next.
First personal foul.
And for Satu Sabally, her third season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabally, first team all WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And good on the second, so she makes both.
Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
It's Tiffany Mitchell on the wing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Tiffany Mitchell. Shooting 1. One shot.
Well, dependable players like Tiffany Mitchell really lift your team. You can count on her to work hard and produce points.
Inside, Sabally. Evans covering. Here's Prince. The Mercury with another miss. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Aces ahead, up by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And now, the second quarter just getting set to begin. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
The ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
And here are the Aces now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Evans, guarded by Sabally. Mitchell outside. Chelsea Gray for 3. That's in there. Tiffany Mitchell with the assist.
What focus from Gray. A point guard by trade and maybe in the scorebook. She can also score without the basketball.
Now here's Prince. Outside Sabally. There's a screen. To the inside. Mack. And it's good. 2 points.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Evans, guarded by Sabally. Back to Gray. From downtown.
Mack grabs the miss.
Phoenix trailing here. To the wing on the left. Here's Prince. Kicks it out to Sabally.
Uzan.
Here's Brown. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Prince's shot's good.
Not much of a distributor, but Brown's feel for the game is strong enough to help her spot open teammates.
Outside Evans. Sabally with the steal. And a fast break now for the Mercury.
Uzan. Good.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Now here's Gray. 9 points in the game. Three-pointer.
They get it again.
On the wing, Dana Evans. And another miss by Las Vegas.
Pass to Uzan.
Back to Sabali. And it's good. The game is all even.
And once Sabali gets on a roll, she's so tough to slow down. I love how aggressive she looks tonight.
Now here's Evans. Guarded by Sabali. And that one's good. Gray.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Now Sabali. Uncovered. That shot is off. Comes up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
Now here's Gustafson.
Again, Las Vegas.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here's Uzan.
She's got 5. Now Prince. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Sabali. The 3-ball. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, this is a shot Sabali can make with ease. She's also smart at knowing when to test her range.
Mitchell outside. Gray. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Now here's Gustafson.
Tight defense on her. And it's Gray missing.
Pass to Uzan.
That's in there. Satu Sabali with the dime. The ace is trailing. Mitchell outside. Back to Gray. Wide open look. And she hits the jump shot.
An extremely high basketball IQ allows Gray to be the type of special playmaker we're seeing today.
Here's Uzan.
7 points in the game. Up top, Sabali. And the Mercury tack on 2 more.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Here's Las Vegas. Now Gray. 13 points in this game. To the middle. Gustafson. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
All Chelsea Gray does is make her team better. Finds players in good positions to score.
Now here's Prince. Pass to Sabali. And Evans picks up the foul. That's her first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Timeout called the Mercury.
Substitution on the court. Phoenix timeout.
Now here's Prince. Guarded by Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Pass to Uzan.
Let's go with a 3. Up and in for basket number 4. And that makes her 4 for 5. Now here's Gray. She's got 13. And here's Young. Wilson the screen for 3. Young's shot is off. Phoenix in the lead.
Here's Uzan.
10 points for her. Pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. Copper doesn't get it to drop for her. Asia Wilson with some nice D. And it's the Aces with the ball.
And you look at the career of Kalia Copper, she really took advantage of that 2020 season.
Yeah, that was the Wubble year down in Bradenton. A lot of players opted out, but Copper, she opted in. She had by far her best season. And in the 3 years since, she's been an all-star 3 times. And, oh, by the way, finals MVP with the Sky, too.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Prince. Here's Copper. The tray. Asia Wilson grabs the board. Outside Lloyd. Now Gray. Wilson the screen. Back to Lloyd. Outside Young. Gray launches a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
A big-time offensive talent who can score points from all over the floor. Gray can punish defenses from deep.
Now here's Copper.
6 points for her. Good.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
The Aces leading. Pass to Wilson. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Copper no good. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Gray. Back to Lloyd. Now here's Wilson. Lloyd with it. Shot from the wing.
It's hauled in by Uzan.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Sabali. Drops in the tray.
The team gets Sabali set up perfectly. She starts her shooting motion the instant she has the ball.
Outside Young. That's tipped. Down low. And the basket by Copper.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
And the Aces with possession. Trailing by 4. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Thomas. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Thomas. Nice defense from Asia Wilson.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Here's Uzan.
Gray defending. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It goes on Asia Wilson.
Yeah, with strong mental and physical preparation, Thomas is able to keep her composure and really just do her thing out on the court.
Coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. The travel is difficult. So having your team at close to 100% is big, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are, because it's about more than just throwing talent out there. A key cog in this offense, Thomas embraces her role and really looks to score whenever she can.
Tries the spin move. Gray up top. Pass to Wilson. Lloyd. And she lays it straight in.
Showing the strength right there. Lloyd busting her way through the paint.
Here's Uzan. 10 points for her. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Las Vegas trailing. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Wilson. Now Young. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
The foul drawn by Young, it's hard to keep her in front of you, and that opens up so much more of her game.
2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one.
And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential.
And good on both.
And Jackie Young went first overall back in 2019, and her transition to the W probably wasn't as smooth as she would have liked.
Yeah, had some ups and downs her first 3 years, but year 4, 2022, Young put it all together, an all-star and most improved player, a big part of that 2022 and 23 Aces title runs.
Now here is Lloyd. She's got 10. Wilson. It's good.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Sabali. Hits the three-point bomb.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting, keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing them?
Here's Gray. She knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together, and they may want to review this one. Before heading to the locker room, they're going to bring out the monitor and see if she got it off in time.
You know, there's a lot of basketball still left to play. Some might say, can we skip the replay review this time around? But, you know, honestly, you never know how this review might impact the outcome.
Yeah, anything can happen.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
Yeah, the key is just get it right.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Aces on top. They're up by 2. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. And you know, Satu Sabali has been exceptional here, guys.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
The Aces leading. Gray with it. Pass to Lloyd.
Here's Young.
To the paint. Here's Stokes. Here's Wilson. And she converts the layup.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass. And she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Here's Copper. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Aces. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Young. Gray outside. Inside. Wilson. Count that one.
And this is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's comfortable attacking from that spot.
Outside Whitcomb.
Now here's Copper.
Back to Whitcomb. Thomas.
Pass to Uzan.
And out of bounds, the Aces will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And here is Gray. She's got 18. Here's Wilson. No good there. Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas.
Back to Copper.
Looking to end her cold spell. 2 points. That one goes in.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Gray outside. Back to Lloyd. There's the triple. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Pass to Copper. Here's Whitcomb, covered by Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas outside. Jacks up a 3. Lloyd grabs the board. Here's Las Vegas. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Gray outside. Pass to Lloyd. Las Vegas the rebound. Here's Wilson. That one, no good. Phoenix trailing here. Here's Thomas. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The shot's good.
Well, that level of toughness should energize Thomas's teammates. She invites contact from opponents.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Third quarter of basketball here, a little under 3.5 minutes gone now.
Here's Uzan.
12 points for her. Pass to Sabali. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Asia Wilson with some nice D. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Whitcomb defending. Here's Gray. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
One of the best free agent signings of late, Chelsea Gray going to Las Vegas.
I mean, you talk about a game changer. The Aces have been the #1 seed in each of her first 3 years in Sin City, winning 2 titles over that span. Gray's been a huge part of the success in Las Vegas.
She's off on the first.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, you can get up there, but you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, then, of course, Aces season in full swing.
And when you think of the ideal floor general, Chelsea Gray might be the first person that comes to mind.
Well, just look at what she's accomplished. Multiple WNBA titles, Finals MVP award. It's hard to find a more seasoned veteran leader at this point.
Plays hard, but always with respect. And it goes back to Thomas's graceful presence, not just on the court, but off the court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dewana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their 2nd title.
And she's good on the second.
And we know Alyssa Thomas is an outstanding all-around offensive player, but her defense is elite as well.
I mean, normally she's all defense. She's finished 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. She's led the league in steals. Thomas, you talked about her all-around game on offense, but defensively, she makes a very big impact.
Gray outside. This one for 3. And another miss by Las Vegas.
Here's Uzan.
Gray defending. Here's Thomas. That's all good, and that's her 5th basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, the paint is Thomas's bread and butter because she is very confident in her ability to score inside.
Gray outside. Pass to Lloyd. Wilson from deep. And Lloyd is good for 3.
As a defense, you can't let that happen. Let Lloyd step into a jumper. Too deadly to allow the catch and shoot.
Up top, Whitcomb. Copper. And here's Thomas.
The offensive rebound.
Sabali. And a missed layup. The Aces with the lead. Here's Wilson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Here's Uzan.
12 points for her. On the wing, Kalia Copper. She's guarded by Wilson. Kalia Copper from outside. It's hauled in by the Aces. Now Gray. She's got 19. Lloyd. Double team on Asia Wilson. Outside Young. Bucket is good.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
And so here's Phoenix. It's a 10-point game.
Here's Uzan.
Gray defending. Pass to Sabali. Copper. Sweet move. Now here's Thomas. Shoots over Wilson, and it's good off the glass.
Such a well-rounded talent, and when Thomas starts to feel it, she can really do damage from the mid-range.
Here's Gray. Makes it off the glass.
And her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 10.
Here's Uzan.
Gray defending. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trips the line to shoot two.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Mercury. Second, Uzan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so she hits both. Now here's Young. 18 points for her. Outside. Off target with the 3.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Into the lineup for Phoenix. Number 33, Sammy Whitcomb.
Phoenix trailing here. Thomas with the ball. 15 points in the game.
Now here's Copper.
Guarded closely. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Wilson with it. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're working it nicely right there.
And here the Mercury. 7-point differential. Outside Sabali. And the shot goes in.
Intelligent play call by Satu Sabali. The pick and roll gets her all the space she needs.
Pass to Wilson. Dope. She's covered by Thomas. Gray outside. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Las Vegas.
A hard worker who is always getting better. Gray's mid-range game is pretty fine-tuned now.
Sabali the screen. Here's Thomas. That's good. It's her 7th made basket in 14 tries.
This game, it's taken on a new feel since halftime.
Definitely. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break, and the energy level in this booth is heating up.
Here's Young. The shot comes out.
Great D that time from Kalia Copper.
Thomas a screen. Here's Copper. And the Mercury tack on 2 more.
Laser focused. Copper nailing the mid-range.
Now here's Gray. Whitcomb defending. Back to Gray. Pass to Bell. Back to Gray. Now Young takes the 3. Yes, indeed. It is good. That's her 8th make against 14 attempts.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
Pass break, Las Vegas. Puts it up, and that one's good. Stokes.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
Sabali the screen. And Thomas gets it to go.
Tremendous job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave her a little pump fake, and it opened it right up for her.
Gray outside. With the floater. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here's Copper. And it's rebounded by Jackie Young. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Young. Over Copper. Young's shot is off.
Unusual miss. Typically her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
Outside Whitcomb. Copper outside. Shoots over Young. Offensive board. Copper outside. Offline with the three.
Early on, she tried to shoot her way out of this funk, but now that it's later in the game, I think she might want to just give it up and look for her teammates to do the bulk of the scoring.
From deep. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Aces ahead. They're up by 6. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. 4th quarter action getting started. And it's the Mercury with the ball. They trail by 6. Pass to Brown. Prince, guarded by Young.
Here's Uzan.
Copper.
Here's Mack.
Here's Prince. Not gonna go that time. Outside Lloyd.
Screen by Gustafson.
Takes the 3. Lloyd, no good.
Pass to Uzan.
Copper. She's covered by Mitchell. Lets it fly from 18. She clangs that one off the back iron and it falls.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Back to Lloyd. The 3. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
The sick handles of Lloyd, it works well in the 2-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Here's Uzan.
Covered by Lloyd.
Pass to Mack.
Prince. There's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Back to Lloyd. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
Today we're seeing what Lloyd can do. Put the ball in the bucket over and over. Her diverse skill set, it allows her to rack up some points.
Now here's Prince. She's tightly guarded.
Brown with the screen.
Pass to Copper. Over Mitchell. Holding the shot a little left, but the bounce goes her way.
And this is Kalia Copper's role, guys. She's out here to score and take shots like this.
Mitchell outside. Young with it. And there's the pick. Shoots the 3. Bell, and lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line.
At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, Kirsten Bell. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. The Aces making a switch. Both good at the line.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Prince.
Uzan. Here's Mack.
5 on the clock. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's the Aces with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Gustafson. And here's Young. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Flashy handles for the Young. Certainly doesn't lack confidence on the floor.
Phoenix trailing here. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in this 4th quarter.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Lloyd. No good on the 3.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
With the willingness to bang and bump down low, Brown is sometimes impossible to contain.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Always great to see bigs who can hit from the charity stripe, and Brown definitely fits that mold.
And no good on the second free throw. She goes 0 of 2.
Well, Megan Gustafson was the original star from Iowa, scoring 28 points per game as a senior.
Yeah, she didn't get, the hype of the latest Iowa star, Caitlin Clark. Megan, though, was a National Player of the Year herself, and the lefty has been a quality WNBA player. Absolutely no fear, guys. Mixing it up in the paint with bigger players.
Back to Copper. Whitcomb. Mercury with another miss.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Outside Lloyd. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
Yeah, Young is such an effective ball handler. Spots the wide open shooter and passes the rock.
Here's Uzan.
Looking to end the drought. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd. Now Bell. Outside Lloyd. Fires the 3. Another miss by Jewel Lloyd. Copper outside.
Pass to Mack.
Back to Copper. Out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Now here's Gray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Pass to Brown. Tries from 7. Misses from short range. And here's Bell. Wilson. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Throwing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Kalani Brown picks one up.
When Wilson gets the ball in the post, she's as good as anyone in the WNBA at getting a bucket or getting to the line.
And the first one falls for her. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so she makes both from the line. And it's the Mercury with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Thomas outside. The kick out to Copper. They get it back. Yep, that goes.
And when Alyssa Thomas is scoring like this, with everything else she does, she looks like the best player on the floor.
Gray with it. Stokes. She's covered by Brown. Here's Wilson. The Aces with another miss. Outside Sabali. To the inside. Thomas. Wilson pulls it down.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Gray in the post. Whitcomb defending.
Here's Wilson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Copper outside. Pass to Whitcomb. Just 5 on the clock. Down low.
And it's Thomas missing.
Now the Aces with it. Now Stokes. She's covered by Brown. Now here's Wilson. Outside Young. Yep, that one goes.
A 6-foot point guard. Jackie Young has tremendous size, and she uses it well.
Here's Whitcomb. Pass to Thomas. Asia Wilson with some nice D. Gray outside. Double team on Asia Wilson. Here's Stokes. Guarded by Sabali. Gray outside. Here's Gustafson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Kept alive. Basket counts.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance point.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
So both teams changing it up here. Now Gray. Pass to Wilson. Young.
Watch this.
And here is Lloyd. The three.
It's hauled in by Uzan.
To the middle. Here's Thomas. And that one's good.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Gray outside. Outside Young. Gray. Pass to Lloyd. It's over Whitcomb. And a kind roll that time on the rim as that one falls in.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Thomas with the ball. She's guarded by Wilson. Thomas, good.
Beating opponents with physicality. I love that rugged, old-school style that Thomas can bust out.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Wilson, right side. Double team on Asia Wilson. Lloyd from long range. It's good from long range.
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Copper outside. Rebound by the Aces.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Wilson outside. Pass to Young. Out to Lloyd. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And the Aces, another three.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
And here's Copper. Guarded by Young. Outside Whitcomb. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Inside, here's Young. Off with the layup. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Copper. Whitcomb. The Mercury with another miss. Gray outside. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.